What's up, Walking Dead friends and family? It's Brian Castrillo back with another review, and I am back. It's so good to be back. I know I missed 3 weeks, and a big reason for that is because my son's teacher apparently had COVID, gave it to him. He's only 5, and I mean he bounced back like nothing, but took me a little bit longer. I was just kind of too tired, but to do these reviews, but I'm glad to be over this. I'm glad to be feeling better, and I just want to talk about this 11B or 11. I'm sorry, 11 season 11 A finale, and I want to know what you guys thought about it too. I loved it. I thought the kind of the way the story flowed, the music that was in it, the cinematography was so good in this episode. Starts out and you see kind of the Reapers, Pope. You see Daryl Dixon and Leah and everybody, and they're looking out. And one of the earlier scenes is you see all the the walkers just walking around kind of in circles, and that's because Negan, Elijah, Maggie, and Father Gabriel were kind of using tactics of the Whispers, and they're bringing them on the grounds of the Reapers. And the Reapers are watching, and they're kind of like confused. They don't really understand. It's similar to, when Jesus died, that they saw them, and then all of a sudden they're attacked, and we see the Pope send one of his guys, Wells, that has been with this group for quite a long time apparently, and he sends him out to kind of check it out and see if you can basically lead these walkers away, because he didn't realize that the Whispers were in there. And so he does that, and of course this guy's cocky. Great, it's actually a great scene, great fighting scene. And he's going up and he's laughing about it, saying, kind of saying this is easy, and he's walking the Whispers away, or Whispers, but the walkers away, kind of like he's the Pied Piper. And then all of a sudden you see walkers coming from his backside, and he's asking the Pope for help, and the Pope's basically saying no. And he's fighting him, and then all of a sudden you see Negan stab him, and then Maggie stabs him, and he was taken out. And that was just an amazing scene. Not quite as good as Jesus's death scene, which that's still I'm still sad about that to this day, but still an amazing death scene. And I thought this guy on his way out was really good too. Now the Pope, you're getting a sense that he, throughout this entire episode, that he is more concerned about getting the victory than he is about his team, his family. And that's kind of like one of the glaring themes of this episode, because now, as the I can't even talk, but but the walkers and I keep wanting to call them the Whispers, but they're not the Whispers. But anyways, they're back, and you see Maggie and Father G, and they're going under a fence, and Father Gabriel, he's going up into the building because they're looking for the food, and Daryl had actually previously went in and destroyed the lock, kind of left it open so they can get the food. But Father Gabriel apparently had a sniper rifle. He had already found, kind of had it hidden, which was kind of interesting. I don't know how he got it there, but it kind of was kind of more thoughts on his comic book death, where he's sniping from the water tower. Now I've been saying this, and I believe Father Gabriel, he may not get that death, but I think because of the dark road or the dark path that he's been going on, I believe that he is going to make a mistake, and someone else is going to get a death similar to that. Who that's going to be, I don't know, but But that him with the sniper rifle up there just kind of reminded me of the water tower death in the comic books. Now, and then Maggie's going over and she's trying to steal a truck, and one of the Reapers come by and notice them, but she's already driving away, and she drives the truck really fast and into the wall, but she jumps out at the last minute, which is just enough to let the walkers come in. Now previously you see I guess they had mines that were set up for the walkers coming in as they were doing this, and one of the mines went off and it hurt Elijah's leg and I believe the arm of Negan, and Negan's kind of helping him out there, and while Maggie's doing that, and this is all kind of happening all at the same time, and they're fighting back and forth. The Reapers are trying to kill the walkers that are coming in. Maggie, you see Father G, he's sitting out there sniping everybody that he can get. Now, as this scene's going on, there's another scene that's going on over back in Alexandria, and this was kind of cool. There's a big storm going on over there, and Aaron's kind of taking charge, and they're kind of trying to figure out who's going to do what, because you got the windmill in the background that's on fire. Someone's got to take that out, as Aaron said, because the fire is attracting more walkers. So they're figuring out teams, and Connie, she wanted to go out with Carol, which I thought was really cool. And everybody's kind of figuring, and then they needed some people to stay behind. Virgil wanted to help, but he was kind of hurt, but he still wanted to be part of the process. And Rosita said, I could really use your help here. And this part of the whole episode might have been my favorite, because I think Rosita really shined. It was so good to see Rosita in action again. But there was a great scene with Virgil and Judith. Kaylee Fleming is such an amazing talent, and she's going to be going places. But she's doing this scene with Virgil, and Virgil's kind of letting her know that your mom is not gone, and that he sees Michonne in her, from the way she carries a sword, the way she was helping Gracie and the other kids feel better about themselves, and let them feel that they're help them feel brave. And meanwhile you got the storm. They're trying to board up the windows. The walkers are pushing up against the door, and things are just getting crazy. And finally, Rosita says, I'm gonna buy us some time, and she goes out there, and she's got that badass new weapon that she's got with the spikes going out. It looks like a baseball bat, but she's going out there and she's chopping up all these walkers. And this is actually probably my favorite scene of the whole thing. You see Judith looking through the window, and it was just so eerie, from the music to even Rosita taking on all these walkers. It was just really eerie, very well done. The cinematography was perfect in that episode, or in that scene. That was easily my favorite scene. One, it was just good to see Rosita back and more involved in the storyline, but two, just the way she did it was just amazing. But then she comes back into the house after doing that, and it's just a really cool scene, just almost like she's the Terminator coming back. But looks like she has some blood on her, and which has me worried. I hope she's not bit. Has me thinking of Andrea, but Andrea's death, because that was up there too. But I don't want to see Rosita go down, because if you go back to when she was talking about having those dreams with Abraham, this could be foreshadowing something coming up. I'm just kind of nervous for her, but I love the scene. It also brought back memories of 3 episodes back when Rosita was talking to Judith, and when with the broken sign with, you know, her and Carl's handprints. Which, by the way, that scene to me was, it's just one of those scenes that is just, I don't know how to, it's just one of those scenes that will always get me. Kind of like when Carl first sees his father Rick when he first comes back. That scene, or when or even when, you know, Rick is teaching Carl about, you know, we're gonna die, I'm gonna die, and he's basically saying no more kid stuff. That is exactly what that scene was to me. It was just one of those scenes that will forever be remembered, and just incredibly emotional. Just well done scene. I love that. But that brought memories of that back. And then there's kind of a cool scene where, you know, Judith is looking for Gracie, and apparently she had went downstairs because she wants to be just like Judith, where she's not afraid, but she wanted her own weapon. But they end up getting, you know, the walkers end up coming in by then, and they have to fight their way through it. But they go back downstairs and lock the door. The walkers are trying to get in, which has me worried because this is kind of a cliffhanger there, because we don't know how they're going to get out. Of course, you know, Aaron and everybody is going to come back, so I'm sure they're going to try and help them, but that, of course, has me worried. Also, it was great to see Jerry's wife, Nabila, back on the show again. I haven't seen her for a while. She's just one of those characters that I've been just wondering about, kind of like Luke. Like, where is Luke? His whole group's there. They don't even mention him. Like, Luke, where are you? Your disappearance does not make sense. I want Luke back. And there's some other characters that are missing. And I think I'll probably make another video probably like midweek and talk about some of the characters I want to see come back. But yeah, that was a crazy and well done scene. Has me worried that Rosita may be bit, but I guess we'll find out later. Now, going back to the Reaper scene, this was really, it kind of all accumulates up to the roof, where you have, you know, Daryl and Leah, and they're talking about family, but Daryl finally comes clean and tells him that that's his family out there. That, you know, they have children, they have family, they just need food. And he was asking, do you really trust the Pope? And throughout this whole episode, the Pope is basically has these scenes where he's saying that, you know, in time of war, you know, you have to make sacrifices. And that's just part of war. He's more worried about the victory. And Leah is watching this and throughout this, and she's getting and it's just kind of bothering her. And then when Daryl speaks on that, she really notices that. And then they have this weapon up there. I believe it was called a Hawacha, badass weapon. But it basically, it's like this contraption that has a bunch of spears or arrows or rockets and a lot, and they're basically, and they shoot them all out at the same time, and he goes to Leah, prepare the Hawacha, and she's like, but our family is out there, there's another way, and he's basically saying that if they die, that's God's choice, and that's where Leah just realized that the Pope was far too gone. Now, losing the Pope this early, it makes, I hope they still let us know, and I'm sure they will, but like what happened at Meridian, why Maggie was marked by the Pope. I still want to know this. These are still questions that I have. But, you know, then Daryl kills the other Reaper that's up there, and then Leah, this kind of shocked me. She basically said, but I guess I get it because the whole, remember what I brought up about the family, but she tells on the walkie that Daryl was the one that killed Pope, even though it was her, and that he murdered him. But in a way, she kind of gave Daryl a chance to escape. But then you go back down to the chaos on the bottom. You see, you know, you got Father G. He's out there sniping people, and another person I'm worried about is Elijah, because he's already previously injured. They show Maggie and Negan kind of just standing there as and they relight up the Hwacha, and they're starting to fire, and it's left out at this another cliffhanger where you got Maggie and Negan and with the rocket spears or whatever they are coming at them. And I didn't see Elijah. I'm worried for him because he's already injured. We're gonna lose somebody. It's probably gonna be Elijah, which kind of scares me. Now we found out his sister, but I was just hoping more for Elijah. So I really hope that he's gonna be okay. But the way that cliffhanger left us, that was crazy. Oh, and another thing, I don't know about you guys, but I was completely shocked that Jacob Young, he's one of the Reapers named Deaver, that they already killed him off. This dude was an Emmy Award-winning actor. I thought he was going to be around a bit longer, maybe eventually down the road, maybe coming to our group, to our family. But no, he's dead. Along with the Pope, he is dead. So I was kind of a little bit shocked by that. But now Leah has chosen the rest of the Reapers as her family, and Daryl, of course, is choosing his family. But what is going to happen when we come back at 11B on February 22nd? And don't forget, I still have the ongoing giveaway that's going. I have the very first set of the McFarlane toys, The Walking Dead, that has 2 iconic walkers. You got Rick Grimes, you got Daryl Dixon, which is signed by Norman Reedus, by the way. And those all are going to be some lucky winners, and they're all going to the same place. So whoever wins, all you got to do is look for the video in here. You're going to see a picture of myself and Norman Reedus, and that is going to have the details of what you need to do. It's very easy. It's just a couple follows and likes, and a couple comments, and you will be entered in this. It is a pretty awesome giveaway, and I cannot wait to announce it, which I will be selecting and announcing on February 22nd, the return of The Walking Dead, and I cannot wait to announce it. So if you let me know what you thought about this episode. I want to hear from you. I want to hear questions that you have. I want to know what scenes were your favorite, what you're looking forward to in 11B and beyond. So as always, thank you for watching. I want to always want to do a shout out, and this shout out is going to be because it's part of the giveaway, and I'm going to shout out The Squawking Dead. The Squawking Dead is a major part of this giveaway because in order to be eligible, you need to follow their YouTube channel. You check out their podcast. They're really, honestly, if they're one of the best out there, and you got to listen to them. They're going to provide comedy, insights, details that you probably didn't think you knew or knew that you wanted to know. So check them out. I'm going to put their links, of course, in the description, as I do with every video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Just comment in there. Tell me your favorite scenes and everything. Love you guys.